Okay, awesome, you guys. I missed seeing y'all last week. Last Monday was Labor Day, and I know we didn't have the opportunity. Everybody sort of was like, we need a break. We need to hang out with our families, which I totally respect. And it was nice to have a little bit of a Monday night break, but I'm super excited to see your faces and to see your names and to be on with you all tonight. I'm excited. We have a jam-packed team at Zoom tonight. First off, we're going to bring the fun because you guys know that that is not me. I have to outsource that because I'm fun in real life, but like on Zooms, I'm not very fun. So Ashley, we're going to kick off with a fun game that's going to be super fun because she has pom-poms and all. And then I asked Mellisa to share tonight. Mellisa is our newest person to hit auto bonus and to hit 12K. And I think it's such a cool story. And I know she has so much inspiration and wisdom to share with you guys. And then I'm going to give just about 8 to 10 minutes on some tips about creating time to block off in your busy lives to grow your business. And just some things that whether you work 80 hours a week, 70 hours a week, or you have a lot to manage in your personal life or both, just some tips that have really helped me this last 6 years, you guys. I just celebrated my 6-year anniversary with Lavelle. So I can't wait to make a post. I'm going to make a post. I was going to do it tonight, but the day sort of, y'all know how my day went. So there's that flexibility. We have flexibility. All right, Ashley, I'm going to kick it over to you to kick off the fun. Are you ready? One moment. She says one memento.
We have a couple of people who are struggling getting on.
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay. So, okay. All right. Y'all are the best. Thank you. Okay. Hold on. Why? See, I don't understand.
It's all in
Elmi.
it's how you are doing it. So some phones will not recognize the link. Mine will not. I cannot click the link and get in. So I go
through
to
your
my
app
web
or through the Wi-Fi.
Any of it. If that link that is sent, if I click it, it will not open it on my computer. So I have to go to my web browser, type in the www, team, whatever, and then click launch from there, and it'll work.
Well, if you just as a side note, if you are on your phone, you can download the Zoom app, and anytime you click it, it will give you like a long digit code, and you can press copy, and you should be able to filter in to your Zoom app, and it should go to it. But if someone is new to it, it's a little tricky to learn how to do that.
Yeah, I had a hard time the first time. The only way I can,
on your phone or computer?
My phone. The only way I can do it is to like hit join meeting and copy and paste it.
And you can't get on through your computer, or you just have always used a phone?
It's just so spotty. It's better with my phone.
Oh, because of your internet service.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. All right. Cool.
I do think the app is a big tip. I think the app helps.
Yes, the app is huge. If you don't, the app is really, I've never had any problems with the app. But okay. All right. Well, why don't we do this, Mellisa? Why don't we, because I know we have a few other people, why don't we kick off with your story and share it a little bit, and then we'll do some fun in the middle, and then I'll share the tips and the sort of stuff that I have to share with you tonight. Would you be fine with that?
Yeah, I'm good. Is it okay that I'm kind of in the dark?
Girl, it's
Can y'all
okay.
hear me okay?
You don't even have to have your screen on, my friend. It all goes. So I have to like properly like introduce you. So Mellisa, for those of you who have not met Mellisa, I know some of you guys are, y'all been together on trips, and y'all are super tight, and I love it. Like, I can't remember. I think it was Ashley that shared last week. Ashley shared something about Melissa and Lori, like shouting them out. And I can't tell you guys, I would really cry right now, except for I just got my lashes done earlier and I cannot cry because last week I cried after I got them done and they all fell out. Okay. But I would cry. That's me being very transparent and very vain right now. Okay. But I would cry because I love the connection. And Haley and Caitlin, like, this is what you have to look forward to. These three ladies did not know each other. These three ladies are all sidelines. And y'all just melt my heart. Like the connection, the spirit that you have, it's just so good. So I love it. Melissa and I went to high school, to the same high school, and really like lost connection. I don't even know, for like 20 years or so. And, Melissa watched for a really long time. She probably knows the exact time. And then she thrived. And then she stopped thriving. And then she started back again. In fact, funny enough, it just popped up in the last week or so that you thrived this time last year. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of your dedication. She's very humble. She will not say this, but she has, she's on now. Ashley, she got on. Hey, yay. She got it. Welcome. We're so excited you're here. Yay. I'm so sorry for the confusion. We're just getting started. So you are good. You're good. I'm so sorry. It'll be easier next time. I promise. But Melissa has had a lot of adversity. A lot of you guys on here, it's like one of the themes amongst a lot of us is adversity the last 9 months of our life. Maybe even longer. But I will tell you, like, I love the adversity, the strength, the determination, the growth. Not only is who I see you, Melissa, like not physical growth. You've had that, you've had transformation, but the darn strength, girl, like the strength, the maturity, the ability to handle tough situations with such darn grace. And that is what you are. And I'm just so proud that you're a part of this team. And I learned so much from you. So thank you for that. I'm going to be quiet and toss it over to you and let you share with us tonight.
Oh my goodness. You're so sweet. Can you hear me? Okay. I have my earbuds in. The volume good. Okay. I wanted to be out on the porch because I've been back to work and I've been stuck in front of a computer and I miss being outside and it was such a good night. So bear with me as I'm sitting here by the sliding for y'all. But like Kelly said, I watched for almost 3 years. And when I started thriving, it was during a transition. It was during a season and not the season that I'm in right now. And so I was like, yeah, I felt good, but I don't know if this is everything Kelly said it was. And then I took a little break. And as the year progressed, I remember Kelly and I just reconnected and I said, I'm out. I'm here. Come on, let's do it. Let's run. And we really haven't stopped running together. Kelly promised me, she said, hold my hand and let's go. And we went. But I joined Lavelle back in January as a thriver and became a promoter kind of right in the month of February as February was rolling over. And it was during the Operation Challenge, which is where you get a cash match bonus. So I'll never forget my first day. I got on the phone and Kelly and Amber, they were like, how much money do you want to make, girl? Okay, let's make it by April. And I was like, yeah, right. But we did it with Kelly's help and the team and all the encouragement. I hit my first goal. I hit my VIP 800, my Maui gyms, and my 4K, along with my girl, Lori. We did it at the same time. Within really those first like 45 days. And then life happened and my husband and I got really sick and him more than me and COVID. And Some other things happened, and I still tried to stay connected. I stayed connected to the community, and I still shared in my stories and did my posts, but I wasn't doing those IPAs because I was doing exactly what I have the energy to do. But that's the key right there, is I stayed connected and I stayed consistent with sharing, because it was really important to me for those people who were looking and just lurking in the background to know that I didn't give up in those first 30, 60, 90 days like so many people do when they get into network marketing. It's really easy to say yes. It's really easy to kind of sometimes grab those first bonuses. And then when you get into the real work, people are kind of like, okay, I'm out, right? Because it gets tough and it gets uncomfortable. But I had told Kelly I still wanted to go, like, it was fine. I was back. Let's do it. And then what happened, Kelly? They rolled out another Operation Challenge. So me and Lori, and I don't know, Ashley, how far you are out of it, but I've never thrived as a promoter without without this challenge going on. So it's been a little different. And so Ashley hit her 12K, Lori hit her 12K, and Kelly's like, it's yours, girl, claim it. And something happened. Well, not something happened. It wasn't magic. I did exactly what Kelly told me to do. So if anybody here wants to know what to do, I sat down and I said, hey, this is where I'm uncomfortable. This is where that communication is broken. Like, she and I had some conversations, and it was like, what did you do in February and March that worked that you're not doing now? And we just kind of tweaked what I was doing. So here's the golden ticket. Do your IPAs, do your checklist, do the work. And when it becomes uncomfortable, it's because you're growing. And in the moment of being uncomfortable and being scared and not knowing what to do next, all I kept hearing was something, and a bunch of people in this group have said it, but that is when it happens. And that is exactly when it happened. Kelly was like, come on, let's make some new friends. Let's get out of your warm market. Let's dip in. And that is exactly what we did. So here's my 5 tips. Do your IPAs, do your checklist, work your business in the nooks and crannies. Netflix will be there later, like Kelly told me. Hit your goals. Have an honest conversation with your family of what your expectations are and what they expect from you. Put the phone down when you're with them, because I've heard a couple of times, Mom, you're always working, and so I explain why. And the last thing is really just stay true to yourself and stay authentic. I have had more success kind of in my cold market over the last 4 to 6 weeks, and to be honest with you, I really didn't have as much trouble with the resistance with those new relationships as I did with someone that I've known for 15 years. So I still work my warm market. Like, if one of my friends are tired or kind of put up the flag, I'm like, hey girl, I know you've been watching. But those cold relationships, those new connections, like I've made 3 this week, they're much easier to have, because if they're mean to me, I can just delete them. And I haven't lost a friend or made it icky with someone that I care about. So get out of that comfort zone a little bit. And when you hit a wall, connect into the community, connect into the group, connect to your sponsor, connect to Kelly, any of us, and say, oh my God, what do I do? I mean, we've even role played in our chats. Like, here's a question, what do you say? So stay connected, stay authentic, stay consistent, pick your heart, and do the work. And I'm so thankful that I listened to Miss Kelly, and that she helped me, and pushed me, and I'm in such a good place that I don't want to stop. So we're going to keep going. We're going to keep building that team.
I love it. Thank you so much. And it's so true, you guys. And it isn't anything magical that I coached you or coached anybody else on. I mean, it's like following the leader, right? I remember being told that, and okay, you have to tell me if I mispronounce it. It's Haiti, right? Hattie or Haiti?
It's Heidi.
Wait, say it again.
Haiti.
Haiti. Okay. I'm from South Carolina. And so I'm like, sometimes my twang is, well, I mean, I know you guys have twang too. So, but
Yeah.
I am like, okay, is it Hattie? Is it Haiti? I don't want to mispronounce anybody's name. So, all right. So Caitlin
okay.
and Haiti, like, I know that, being brand new, you're like, what do I need to do? And anyone watching the replay, like you're saying that, and anybody relaunching, I mean, you think like, what do I do? Honestly, you just follow the leader. You follow the person that is in the spot you want to be at. And that's it. You just do what they do. It is not rocket science. We're trying to help people feel better, which means we have to open up our mouth and we have to share our story and we have to present the business. And you will be weak in one of those spots. And once you figure out which spot you're weak in, that's the spot you do more, right? Because it takes more effort. It takes more energy. It takes more like initiative to hold you back. So it isn't anything special. Melissa's saying, I just did what you said. I just did what they told me to do. I did what I saw other people doing, and everybody does basically the same thing to have success. It's just your own spin on it. And I love Melissa. I actually did not know. If I thought about it, I probably could have put pieces together, but I love the fact that you shared, hey, I was still engaged in the groups. I was still there, but I wasn't doing income producing activities. And that's the thing. There is not anyone here that's going to make you sit down and do your income producing activities. Nobody's going to know if you don't do them, except for you and you're in your business. If you're not growing, I know when I am not growing, it's because I'm not putting enough effort in behind the scenes. All right. It may appear all the same to the team and everything else, but if my personal business is not growing, it's on me. It's no one else. And no one else knows that. Right. So that's where you have to like have a hard conversation with the girl in the mirror, because no one knows what no one knows. And it takes a lot to be like, hey, like I haven't shown up. I've been very transparent personally that like I took some time off this summer. I took some time off. Like I still was present for the team and all of that, but like I did, and that's okay. But like now it's like playing catch up, right? So you have to sort of figure out where you are. So I'm glad that you brought that up, Melissa, because I think it's something like really important. And there's so much, you guys, to learn. So just take it slow, get those certain pieces down and ask for help. That newbies chat group, Caitlin, you've already seen the big benefits of it. And though once you get out of your first 30 days, you'll get incorporated into the team empower chat group. And, you can ask the same things. A lot of people don't ask as much there, but it's still the same place. And Lori and Melissa and Ashley do an amazing job of like really, y'all have done an amazing job at really generating some awesome conversation and culture in there. So I thank you for that. So Melissa, congratulations on 12K. You get the bonus tomorrow, which is amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
I know. It's amazing. I'm so proud of you. And just so you guys know, 12K is the second rank of the company, and it's where you get an auto bonus. And so one of the best things about this company is that they pay for your car. So you have options, and we won't get into all the options, but I love it because you do not have to be a top person in a company to get an auto bonus, and you can earn two. So you can actually like earn one for you and one for your spouse. And I added up the other day, the company has paid us $122,000 in just car payments. Y'all, it's unbelievable. Now that is 5.5 years for one car and almost 6 years for another. So it adds up. But I'm just telling you, it is consistency. I hit 12K and I missed 12K some in the beginning, right? I hit it and then I missed it, but I kept going. So wherever you are, whatever, if your guys are heading towards VIP 800, getting ready to pre-launch, 4Ks, trying to get to 4K, 12Ks, trying to get to 40K, wherever you are, you just keep going, because that is the only way that you will not fail. So let's have some fun. Ashley, are you ready? All right, I'm ready. Do I get to participate? No, I don't. No, I am going to participate. Yes, I am.
You
Kick it
have to
off.
participate because I wasn't on last time because of life. So you're participating this time. You are. All right. Did y'all know that it is the 9th anniversary for Lavelle? Today.
I didn't know that until a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Check your emails, people.
I just seen it on my email.
It's great. It's exciting. So we're going to do scavenger hunt because I heard that y'all enjoyed that last week or the other week, whatever week it was, because I have no idea at this point. But I heard you guys liked it. And I am already planning for our next fun game. And it's going to be a little crazy, but I got to get all that figured out. So your first item for tonight is going to be heat. Look, is Kelly the only one moving?
It's only because it's at my desk because I take it every day. Oh, look, there was Lori. We'll count Lori.
Come on.
Lori wins.
Look.
Lori wins.
I love
I have to go
Lori at
inside for
12.
this.
Yeah, you
Yes,
do.
ma'am.
You know your competitive juice is going to be coming.
Look, it got Lori's camera on. Did y'all see how quick Lori turned her camera on?
So you guys, if you haven't played this with us yet, Ashley's going to call out something and you're going to try and find it. And whoever finds it first, you do have to show on camera. So just pop your camera on and show it. You don't show your face or anything. And then you're going to win. And I will post in the chat the winners. And then you guys have to send me your mailing address. I'm going to send you a gift. So Lori, you won heat.
All right, the next one's gonna be a noisemaker.
A noisemaker. My mouth?
A dog.
I mean, I think that counts. Doesn't it?
Chihuahuas make
I
the
don't know, you're
most
the judge.
noise.
I'm gonna be fun.
There you go.
The only
Okay.
noise maker I thought of was my dog.
Are we still looking for it? Did
Well,
someone
Kate
find it?
got it. Are you still looking?
Another one showed up.
What is that?
It's a
Oh,
Happy New Year.
What is it?
I've got everything, girl.
You do. You have like things hidden.
Who got involved last week?
Mine.
Okay. A paper clip.
That's back upstairs.
I gotta go all the way over here.
I got it. It's really big.
We got Caitlin up. She's gonna be moving too. All right, y'all ready? Are all of you ready now? A bobby pin.
Oh,
Oh, I don't think I have one.
Lori's got it.
What is that about?
oh, she got it.
Yeah, Lori got it. All right, are y'all ready for the next one?
I already worked out for the night, Ashley.
A
What you
flag.
got? Like an American flag?
A flag?
There's a flag. There we go. Hades got it.
I had to remember where it was.
Good job.
Good job.
Okay, now there's a a reason behind this next one. I did this game with a group of women. I was in a group of 5,000 Christian women, and we played this game. And this one came up, and y'all, we still laugh about it, like until tears roll down our eyes. And after I tell you what it is, I'm gonna tell you what happened. And you're gonna find it funny too. But while you're looking for this, be thinking of how this could be hilarious, okay? A plant. Oh, Caitlin, Melissa. Oh, Lori, what is that? Oh, Hades got it too. What?
Yep, I got a bunch of them.
Okay, so let me tell you the story behind it because it's hilarious and you just have to know. So everybody's running, trying to get to a plant, and this one lady comes back with a potted plant that's dead. I still laugh. It was the only thing that she had, and she knew it was dead, but she refused to water it. She refused to take care of it. I have no idea why. I would have just skipped it, but she was like, oh no, I'm showing it. It was funny. Okay, how many more, Kelly? We got more time?
I think everybody officially won. So
Everyone
let's save the
officially
rest for
won.
another night. You guys send me a private message with your mailing address. And I'm going to send y'all some gifts in the mail tomorrow. Okay. I know I have some of yours, but it's a good reminder. Or just say I won. Caitlin, I don't know if I have your address. Lori and Melissa, I know I have yours, but just still send me a DM because it's a reminder that I owe you a gift. It's like what I wake up to my to-do list, you know. Thank you, Ashley. That was so fun. Do y'all like doing that? I know. I think it's so fun. Ashley, that's Ashley's, like, she doesn't know it yet, but I think she probably already figured it out. That's like her. She's the bring the fun girl. Well, you guys, I want to close out the night with a few tips for y'all. And I want this to be, you know, open communication. If you guys have anything about this specific topic that you need tips on, please just unmute and ask in the chat. Tonight's topic, we really were going to talk specifically about how to create time blocks for your business. So 2 things you really need to know before you can create this time blocks are, what are you going to do? Like, what is your income producing activities? I know you guys, IPA, that stands for income producing activities. What does that really mean? It means, what are the things that you need to do on a daily basis to grow your Thrive business? Okay. Things like connect with others, share your story. There is a lot of things. And those of you that are new, you will learn. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what that is. What am I supposed to be doing? Through the email system, the onboarding sequence that you guys, Caitlin, you're working on, Haiti, did I say it right? Okay, gosh, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to butcher your name. So give me some patience when I'm trying to make sure it's right. I keep wanting to say Hattie, but I know that's not right. Haiti, you will get it probably tomorrow or the next day, but you'll know what these things are. And then when you get in the groove of things, you will realize, when I spend 10 minutes doing this produces income for my business. This doesn't really produce any, so I'm not going to do that. So you need to know that. What are yours? If you do not know that, you ladies who've been in it, or you're not solid on what that is in the order of importance, I'm going to challenge you to figure that out this week. and to brainstorm and talk to each other about it, ask for my help. Because you should know the number one thing. And the reason this is so important, because there will be days that you have 5 minutes today. That is literally something happens in your life and you have 5 minutes, and that is all you have time to work your business. And that may be 5 minutes when you're sitting on the toilet. I promise you it's going to happen. Okay. Like, it's going to happen. And when you know, I know exactly what I need to do today, so I put my hands on my business. You know, you need to do that, then bam. I will tell you, mine is my stories. Okay. Even when I completely take off of doing everything else, my stories. I actually took a full 24 hours off of my stories. It's the first time that I have done that in probably 4 years, ever since stories existed. I've never done it. And I just did it because I didn't even want to have my phone. My daughter didn't have her phone. I didn't want to have my phone. So it was more of a respect thing for her. And it was great. It was fine. And I will tell you guys, like, when I came back, I had like triple the views. I was like, either people missed me or the algorithm rewarded me for showing back up. I don't know, but maybe I'm going to not show up on my stories every Saturday now. Who knows? But you know what that is for you. So as you start to go through this process, Caitlin, you sending those friend requests today, girl, that's an income producing activities. You just grew your warm market by 5 people. Or I mean, how many ever, but I know I saw like 5 new names. That is an income producing activity. So knowing what that is, learning, this is advanced, learning the time it takes you to do it. Now, there are some things that you can do all day long. Sharing your story with tired, worn out, exhausted mamas is something you can do every day, all day. Okay. I'm not sitting here telling you I want you to sit there and share your story for 10 hours if you don't have 10 hours to do it. Okay. But that is something that you can do. But what's your goal? What can you do? What is your goal? Do you want to share it with 5 people today, 10 people today, 40 people in a week? And maybe that means none today, but 5 tomorrow, whatever that is for you. And then I want you to look, I want you to create a habit. Now I'm going to tell you what I think is a really great habit, but you have to work for you. Sundays, laying out your time frame. All right. Sundays, what is important to you? And if this is ever helpful, I will do this with you guys. You just have to say, like, this would be helpful for us. But doing the calendar blocking, calendar setup. So on Sunday, sit down, and Thrive does not go first, please. Okay. Thrive doesn't go second or third. All right. Your family, your obligations, your core things that make you up as a human being, those go on your calendar. You block those. What is important to you? What are your non-negotiables? Eating dinner with your family, your kids' activities, your job, date night with your spouse, whatever it is, church, devotions, whatever it is. What is that for you? It goes down. All right. You're exercising, you're journaling, whatever you need to do to keep yourself being able to handle your life. All right. And then your Lavelle business goes in between all of those things. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example, 2 different examples of schedules that have worked really well for me. So when I was working in pharma full time, I worked 60 hours a week, 55, 60 hours a week. My husband was gone 4 nights a week, and my kids were really young. They could not even take a bath by themselves. So I'm doing everything for them. All right. I did not have time for this business, but I was way better at my time management then than I am now, to be perfectly honest, because I was so darn efficient because I was so busy. So I got up 30 minutes Monday through Friday before I had to be anywhere. And that usually was 4:30 in the morning. It sucked. I'm not going to lie. I didn't like it, but I did it. Okay. Occasionally I'd let myself sleep in, but I knew that may be the only time I ever get to touch my business that day. Because most of the time the kids would go down. It's 9 o'clock at night. Well, when you get up at 4:30, you're tired. And I'm a girl who does need sleep. But I said to myself, at least 2 nights a week, I am going to spend an hour. I'm going to spend an hour. I always got on my team Zoom. So thank you guys for being here, because I personally think this is very important. Being on something, if you can't be on live, listen to a recording. All right. But hold yourself accountable to grow, because it's the only way. The more you hear, the more you're surrounded around people who are in the same space as you, the people who are going to lift you up. And I will tell you guys, that is the community that we have. They're going to be there. They're going to be there to lift you up when you have a bad day. Like that is it. That's what you want. So figure out your extra time. When I was working that much and had, young kids, it was Saturday mornings. I minimum spent 2 solid hours with uninterruption. And so we had to be at the soccer field at 8 a.m. But then I had a gap like between 10 and 1. I would do it then. I wouldn't make myself get up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday if I had a gap somewhere else. But my family knew it was 2 hours minimum on a Saturday. You can jam out some good connections with 2 solid hours. Okay. If I couldn't do it on a Saturday because it was like 8 to 8 was packed, riding in the car, husband, you drive, someone else drives. I'll ride in the back. I'll ride somewhere else. And I could work for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, doing something here, doing something there. Coming home from work. This was a big little kicker. Coming home from work, I would drive really close. I would it was a church. It's about 1.5 miles from my house. I'd pull in the parking lot. I'd set my timer for 10 minutes. I would work for 10 minutes because I knew I wasn't going to get caught in traffic because we have a lot of traffic around here. I wouldn't get caught in traffic, but I knew I was close enough to home, but I knew I could get that extra 10 minutes. And you guys add that up. If you did that 3 days a week, that's 30 extra minutes. That's at least 7 to 10 people you can share a story with in that amount of time. But you got to know what you're going to do. So the other thing I will say is that when you have a lot of time on your hands, okay, those of us that are, we're now staying home moms, or that is what you've always been. I will tell you, I don't know about the rest of you ladies, but I became super inefficient when I had all the time in the world. All right. I get distracted by laundry. I get distracted about, I don't know, the squirrels outside, like everything distracted me. So I had to create a space that I could sit down and it could still be work. I had to get up and I had to set a time frame to say, like, this is when I'm working, because when you're with your kids all day, they think you're working all the time. Like, I heard when Melissa made the comment earlier, like, I'm on my phone, they think I'm working. You guys, we work from our phones, but we also listen to music on our phones. We watch TV on our phones. We scroll on our phones. We read emails on our phones. Make sure that your family knows when you're on your phone, you're not always working your Thrive business, but also say to them and have a conversation with your kids and your spouses and say, like, this is what mommy is doing. Mommy is building this business. This business is, some of you guys have made some significant money in this business that has impacted your monthly income. Okay. And it is okay to tell your kids, this is what this is paying for. This is paying for these groceries. This is paying for us to pay off this credit card. This is paying for these things. I mean, because then your kids will understand when you say, I am going to go into the other room. You don't need an office, y'all. You can do anything you need to do on a closet floor, on your back porch. Like, you don't need anything fancy. You need your phone and you need some drive. And you go and you get to work. And it can be 10 minutes, y'all. It doesn't have to be. Fit it in around your life. This business does not have to be your life. But you can fit so much in. And I promise you, I'm actually getting ready to take some training called a 2-hour workday to run a full-time business. I hope I learn a lot. I have no idea what it's going to consist of. If I learn some good things, I will bring it to you and teach you all it. Because I'm excited to learn what a 2-hour full-time job, full-time like day looks like and what they teach in it. But just look at your calendar and where you can be intentional. Be very, very intentional. And then when you are not being intentional with your business, you put that phone away. You put it away and you are with your family. You are with the people you care about. Okay, because then you'll always have that balance. I hear people say a lot, there's no such thing as balance. And I totally disagree. I think we need to learn, and we need to have the skill set to create balance and boundaries in our life. And this business should not be your life. We have fun. We love what we do, but it should not be. It should be something you do to serve others, to help your family reach those goals. So does anybody have a question about specific like time blocks or where to squeeze things in? Lunchtime is another really great option. Nap time for those of you with younger kiddos too. Does anybody have anything that's helped them that you think would help other people listening?
Well, Kelly, I can second the whole car thing because I do that a lot. For those of you that don't know, I went from working 50 hours a week to I was let go 3 weeks after I started my job. And then I was, for the first time since I was 14, didn't have a job, and went through some things with my family, went through some transitions, some period of time. And so now that I'm back working that 9 to 5, which is just temporary, but now that I'm back, I'm trying to find that time. Like, what days can I get up early? What days can I tag team with my husband? And today I got up early enough this morning where I could do the things that were important to me. I spent 30 minutes of my lunch break doing my business. And when my husband and I drove to the gym, I worked on the way to the gym and on the way home. But when you add all of it up, it was about 2 hours and 15 minutes in total. But it was not more than 30 minutes in one session. So when you say I don't have time, you can find the time. And now that you're thriving, you feel better. So you tend to find more time during your day anyways. You've got those capsules that are going to wake you up. So like Kelly said, whether it's 30 minutes before the whole family even moves, or if it's like, I stop watching TV after Addie goes to bed. When Addie goes to bed, I go to my bed, right? And I do things. So find those pockets and stack your habits. Like, I stack a lot of my habits and listen to my book or listen to my podcast while I'm walking the dog or while I'm driving, or before I get in the car, I say, I'm going to call these 2 people, and I preload the number. So I just hit dial. So think about and be intentional with your time, because life is going to take you away. The laundry is going to pile up. The dog's going to need a walk. The dishes are going to be in the sink, right? So be intentional and say, this is my time for this. Because if you were at work, like Ashley Hickman, I mean, I loved your post the other week. If you were in an office, like last week, I was on the road. I worked, oh my God, Kelly, how many hours I worked last week? 50 something hours total by Friday. I mean, I worked from 8 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night with my employer. So you have to find that time. So find that time and carve, because if you are working for somebody else, you don't get that time at home. So make it a priority and make it a non-negotiable if it's just 20 minutes.
Yep. And then look ahead. Like, you made me think of something, like looking ahead. Like, I will say, I'm really trying very hard to not work on Sundays. That used to be a habit of mine. And then when I was homeschooling kids, it was like the only time I could work was the weekends. But now that my kids are mostly back in school, my little one is hit or miss, but when she's there, but like this week, I know that I am not working Thursday and Friday. I'm not doing my norm. Sorry, my dog is so loud. I don't know what he's barking at, but I'm not doing my norm. So I said, you know what? I said to my husband, I said, I need to work. I need to get some things done to prepare for the week, because I'm only technically working 3 days, and so I needed to do that. So I did do some things yesterday just to ease it up. And it's me. Nobody's telling you have to do these things, right? It's the things that I know I need to do to take myself to the place I want to be able to help you all, to be able to help our team grow and to help you guys grow. So you have to know. And the beautiful thing about this is, you guys, you can make this whatever you want. If you want $150, $200 a month to pay for kids' activities, or to help pay for like a night out, you can do that. If you want to make $20,000 a week, you can do that. It's going to take more time. It's going to take more no's. It's going to take more grit and more growth from you. But you guys, there are people in this organization that make 6 figures a week, and not just one person. There are multiple people. Okay. And there are people who just started building this business. I have a friend of mine who has been with this company for 3 years. She makes over 6 figures every single month. She makes over $1 million a year. Y'all, she's been doing this 3 years, half the time I have. Okay. And she's becoming a recovering attic during it. Okay. So when you say like you just have to find that grid, you have to find what's in it and bring your spouses into it. That is one thing. I will say, especially for like newer ladies, because I did not do this in the beginning and it caused some hardship. It caused some resentment from my husband. You know, my kids were probably too young, but they probably would have been if they would have been old enough. I didn't say I said, this is what I want, but I didn't group it together. This is what we want. What do we want to do? Now on my vision board, my kids' items are up there. Like it's them included. So get them included because this business can give you those things. So I hope that was helpful, you guys. If y'all ever feel like there is anything calendar, like I'm super organized when it comes to calendar, anything like that. If y'all ever feel like, hey, let's do a calendar workshop or let's do something like that, please let me know. Anything that y'all ever need training on. These things usually come from y'all asking questions. And then I will just say, most of y'all know about October 3rd. But October 3rd, for those of you who are in close distance, or who are getting on an airplane and flying here, Miss Ashley is coming. October 3rd, we are doing a local, but then the following day, that Monday, and a local is just like, we're just inviting people, guests. So those of you who are not here in the Charlotte area, Rock Hill, South Carolina area, but you know people who are, go and look on your Facebook. Maybe you know some people, you can invite them and we will treat them like family. But we are going to be doing some training the following day as well. And one of the trainings that we're doing, I know Lori, Melissa, and Ashley and I have talked intensely about it, is how to build your warm market. And we will record it. Okay. We will record this training. It's going to be a workshop style training. And Blair and I've already designed it, ladies. We're actually going to do a workshop with Blair leading how she builds her warm market and myself. So because we do it differently, similar, but differently. So it's going to be pretty cool. So we're all going to get to learn a few different ways, and then you can just choose what works best for you or make your own. So anybody have any questions or anything before we close out? Sorry, we ran a little over.
The only thing I have a question on is, I know I was asking everybody about the I don't think blank, the Thrive. So me and my husband is doing it. So like for the 4-week thing, I know I watched one of your videos of the 150 one, whatever. So like with that, how would I like split it between me and him, because he works in Texas. So whenever he's gone, I'm home, of course, because I'm a little boy. So I was just curious about that.
So here's what I would personally do in your situation. I would order 1 4-week experience as a customer. You take 2 weeks, he takes 2 weeks. You're pre-launching. You're going to have somebody ready to purchase from you probably sometime in the next week. You will switch your account over, and then you can use your husband as either a promoter or a customer and order more product from you. Like, in that way, it'll count towards your bonus. And we'll walk you through that as you go through. And let's just say that you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to run out of product or something. You guys are close. You can always, if Ashley has any extra, you can buy some straight from her. That's what a lot of times, like I've got to mail some out to somebody tomorrow because they ran out of product. You know, just Ashley can figure out what she paid for it. And you just, like make it super easy. But I personally think that is the best way for you to spend the least amount of money and to get both you and your husband thriving at least for 2 weeks. And then you'll make sure that you make another purchase, but it'll at least count towards your bonus. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. And the 150 customer package, you get the $44 coupon. You get that to the 2 weeks for free. And you don't get that. You can get that on the promoter side, but we don't want you to switch over to promoter yet until you have someone else ready to order. So I'll use Caitlin as an example. Caitlin ordered her personal product, probably like, I don't know, you've only had it maybe a week, maybe not even that much, but she had someone.
Day 9.
Day 9?
I think I'm on like day 9 or 10 or something.
Okay. And she had someone order a couples pack last night. So she switched to promoter even though she's been thriving, she's been pre-launching. And then she switched to promoter. So really technically yesterday was her day one promoting, even though she's been thriving for a little bit. And the reason we want to do that is because you have 14 days to earn your fast start bonuses. And I love that this company wants you profitable. They load money, they load these bonuses. I mean, your first paycheck, your first 2 weeks, you can make over $1,000. You know, it's crazy, and it doesn't even cost you anything to start the business. So they do that because they want you profitable. They want you making money from the beginning, you and the people that join your team. And so when they do that, we don't want you to be promoter yet, because then your clock starts ticking because you only have 14 days to do it. So you can act as if you're promoter, but no one really knows if you are or you aren't until you switch over accounts. Oh, she did. Oh, she lost her first tooth. So sweet. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to send me your addresses. And I hope y'all have a great night. I'll put up the recording in the morning and let me know if there's anything I can do. Thank you, Melissa and Ashley, for sharing. Bye, guys.